world, but we got coats. Yes. We shine and they hate. Yes. We ball till we fall. Every diamond's a flake. Huh? I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live.
get it, 365, 20. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live. Have faith a minute, put your trust in nobody. Yeah, I said have faith a minute.
It's the end to all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will try to protect home court. So the New York starting five, they've got Aflalo, Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony, and it's Calderon in at the one. And stolen by Reddick. Ball left side.
Did you put it? I'm on YouTube. What are you doing?
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading. His teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
Passes it to Reddick. Here's Crawford, and Anthony sends it back. Here's Calderon. Cannot hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Calderon against Paul.
Suck my asshole, baby.
6 on the shot clock.
The Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early
In my
on
asshole.
as the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
2 shots. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game. And he sinks the second. And so here is New York. Anthony against Crawford. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Strong interior move. Aggressive, assertive, and effective.
For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Boo, Jose. You suck a dick.
It did give them a chance to focus on player development.
Lick my ass off, baby.
Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
He's getting back because he's losing.
6 on the shot clock.
He's getting back because he sucks ass.
Not enough on that one.
He's getting back. You don't know how
needs
to
play
play.
tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Here's Anthony.
Fuck.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Like my asshole.
About as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
You suck.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Crawford with the ball. And he gets the bucket.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, this offense is going to be there for them.
A different look for the Clippers. Mbamute is checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Rivers in for Paul. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Now here's Rivers. Taken away by Williams. And a fast break now for New York. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the shot is good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
To the inside. Serafin. And they'll keep possession. Galloway with the bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Green. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The shot by Redick, no good.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Rivers dishes to Redick. Green inside the three-point line. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
And guys, the Clippers last year, they were okay against the Eastern Conference, but not spectacular. You would have thought that with how well they were overall, they would have just really feasted on the East.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for the Clippers right now, Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Luke Mbamute out there with Jordan. And it's Paul in at the point. Jose Calderon. He's checked in for Sasha Vujacic. As you said with the Clippers, Greg, they did decently against the Eastern Conference. But of the Western playoff teams, Clark, they had the second worst record against the Eastern Conference.
And, you know, things like that matter, Kevin. I mean, they struggled against Eastern Conference playoff teams, went only 6-10 against those teams last year.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Now, here's Redick. Calderon unable to get his shot to go. Paul kicks to Crawford. Pass to Redick. Fires the three. No luck. Excellent D there from Williams.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Mbamute. And it's Pearson for J.J. Redick.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Porzingis can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Crawford outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Crawford's got 5 points so far. Afflalo outside. Launches it. That's good. Grant's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Now here's Calderon following the shot by Chris Paul. They now take the lead. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Green's checked in. And then for New York, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Anthony comes in for Jose Calderon. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Grant. Crawford, no luck. The Knicks with the lead. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Sasha Vujacic is checked in for New York. Here's Aldrich. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
DJ Khaled.
City. It's New York facing Oklahoma City. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Anthony. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Calderon, and it's a Flalo in at the 2. Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
They set the pick. Pass to Ibaka. Down low. And there's the 3-second violation. On defense, the Thunder. It's a 3-point game. The 3 from Aflalo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Westbrook with it. The 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Here's New York. Deep 2 from Anthony. It's rebounded by Durant. About 1 minute into the first quarter. The pass to Roberson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
And he nails the 3rd. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Anthony with it. Cantor covering. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Calderon.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they did make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans had really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
And that one's good.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Kept alive by New York.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat. And the Western playoffs just, it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
And so here is New York. The Thunder making the shot. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Derek Williams, he checked in for Porzingis. And Westbrook, here we go. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Now here's Aflalo. Anthony in the corner. 6 to shoot. The Knicks rebound. Feeds it to Calderon. Lopez passes to Anthony. To halt the run. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, you know, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for Ennis Cantor. And it's Waiters in for Roberson. And then for New York, Porzingis comes in for Robin Lopez. And Thomas subbed in for Williams. Deep two from Anthony. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Adams can't cash in from the high post. Here's Porzingis. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Adams. Goes up.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Waiters dishes to Westbrook. Good D by Thomas. Wide open. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And Durant, here we go.
You know, when Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
And both free throws good for Durant. Knicks trail by 12. For three, Calderon. The shot will not go. Good D by Westbrook. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. And Adams kicks to Durant. That's tipped. Dishes it to Waiters. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Calderon. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Calderon. Second free throw, no good. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Oklahoma City out in front. They finish off the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Robin Lopez out there with Williams. Then it's Tony Roten. Then it's Vujicic. And it's Galloway in at the point. Launches a 3. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Vujicic.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And a fast break now for New York. Williams gets the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Surge Ibaka has checked in for the Thunder. Westbrook comes in for Randy Ford. And a new group in for the Knicks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Lopez. Thomas comes in for Williams. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And it's a Flalo in for Roten. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Ibaka, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
You know, that's hard to explain that way. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
The Thunder leading by 8. There's the feed to Robertson. And the foul goes against New York.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 7. That drops. Westbrook's got 9.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Here's Morrow.
Comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the